All right, so today I want to talk about why women turn to promiscuity. Okay, so all of the tight clothing, the short dresses, right? Like all of the revealing of the curves, the body parts, okay? Like out in public, why do women do that? Okay, and a lot of men get frustrated by this because they're like, wow, that's a very beautiful woman, but why is she naked? Pretty much, like it ruins the mysteriousness, right? It ruins the mysteriousness of like chasing her. He's like, yeah, I'll sleep with her, but I'm not gonna commit to her. And then women get all frazzled in their head. They think, why doesn't any man commit to me? I'm out here showing my assets. Well, yeah. Okay. So you can't do that if you want a committed man, right? To have a relationship with. And so I think though that women do this. I think women turn to being promiscuous and, for a lack of better words, skanky, because they just don't feel heard emotionally. They feel like their opinions aren't respected. And so they feel like the only way that they can feel seen or heard is by going towards showing their bodies, right? And being promiscuous. Or like showing their bodies, but then being very cold and distant. So it's either one of the two. It's like you're showing your body and you're super like, like flirty, or there is showing your body and being super cold, distant. Now, don't touch me, Those are, the girls who go shopping with their shopping bags like this, walking to their car, like, which by the way, most of those women are so insecure. I'm just gonna say it, they're very insecure. How do I know that? I used to be one of those women who would walk out of the mall with my shopping bags on my, right here with my nails out, keys in my hand, like boop, boop. Yeah, I just paid for all of this. I don't need no man, Very insecure at that time, very boppy, you know what I mean? Okay, so, well, women turn to promiscuity because they just don't feel heard. They don't feel valued in any other way. So they're like, well, fuck, I might as well just, turn to what's easiest. That's what it is. It's like the easy way out or the easy way in. You know what I mean? Goodness gracious. There is just so much like complexity to relationships, to men and women, to masculinity and femininity. Like there is so much to unravel, okay? Like it really does feel like a big knot in society that society is just constantly picking at and trying to dissect and trying to figure out and then put it back together like it's a puzzle. And I feel like we overcomplicate it a lot. I really do. I think that we misdiagnose people. I think that we overcomplicate relationships. I think that we overcomplicate ourselves. And I think that we need to just show up as ourselves and the right person will come. And this includes friendships too. We need to just show up as ourselves and the right friendships will come into our path. Okay? Like, I think that there's a lot of people putting on a show, you know, doing the whole fake it till you make it kind of thing. And really what that's doing is just, it's distancing themselves from their true identity. It's delaying their destiny. It's delaying their perfect match or matches, you know, for like, you know, friendships and things like that. Like, and so this is really interesting. And, you know, I turned to being very promiscuous, like, well, in like my teenage years and in my early 20s, when I just felt like I wasn't being heard, right? I felt like I wasn't valued for my brains, okay? I was an honor student, and I had a lot of value to bring to the table in terms of knowledge and insight and opinions. But I just think like I didn't find the right people to value those qualities of mine. And so what I ended up doing was I ended up suppressing those values and bringing out the more like promiscuous, you know, putting my superficial qualities out and really amplifying those qualities, and, you know, paying a lot of attention to my beauty, how I looked, making sure I looked a certain way, because I did get a lot of attention for that, for my looks, but what it ended up doing was hurting my confidence and my self-esteem, because these values here that were suppressed by my choice, of course, because I was around the wrong people who didn't value those good qualities of mine. What it ended up happening was, yeah, my self-esteem got shot. My confidence got shot. I lost myself. I lost my direction. I lost my vision. And so, yeah, this goes back to being your authentic self, even if like you don't have people around you who necessarily cherish those things or celebrate those things about you. I think that it's really important to stay consistent with what you know is true for yourself, and then the right people will come. You just have to stay patient. We all have to, oh God, by the grace of God, stay patient. Fuck, it's so hard. I know it's hard. Oh my God. But it will happen. I think that, you know, the faith lies in knowing that it is inevitable that the right people will come across our path. So I'm going to leave it there because I can tell that my daughter's about to get cranky. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is a very interesting topic for me to talk about. I love talking about these things. Let me know in the comments what you think about this video. Let me know if you've had an experience similar to this. And like, share the video. Thank you for subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.